Good day, RGV. Now today on Valley por Vida, we've got a lot going on. Now we're going to be talking about a local ranch that offers families the ability to build a stronger relationship. We've also got info on a furry friend who's ready to become a part of your family in our Pet of the Week segment. Plus, we're showing you how to fire up the old barbecue pit for some delicious eats. There's a lot going on and we're going to break it down for you. Valley por Vida starts right now. Hey there, and thanks again for joining us today. I'm your host, Danielle Banda, and we're so excited that you're tuning in every day, but especially today, because I say it often, there are so many fun things to do here in the Valley, and we invited a special guest into the studio today to help us spread that message. Lauren Cuevas from the city of Brownsville actually has unique info on a ranch that can have, or that rather has, fun family outdoor activities, and when we say fun, we mean fun. Now I'm talking canoes, bazooka ball, 3 different barnyards, and a whole lot of other activities fit for any family member. See, Lauren is studying nursing at UTRGV, and in her free time, as well as during the summers, she loves it. And she volunteers at Big Red's Ranch, which is a nonprofit ranch, farm, and a camp here in the Valley. Their goal is simple. Their entire operation revolves around strengthening families. Isn't that right, Lauren?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Awesome. We're so happy to have you here. You're doing a lot in the community. So, I mean, just first of all, to kind of kick it off, so many people here are benefiting by this operation, right? So tell me about that.
Right. So fortunately, Big Red's Ranch is actually a family operation type thing. It's located in San Benito.
Okay.
And their mission is beautiful.
Wow.
It's about strengthening families and offering kids just outdoor opportunities. And so we do that through our camps in the summer. And fortunately, I was able to do 6 weeks this past summer.
Wow.
And it's amazing just how they get to interact with other kids, especially after everything that happened with COVID,
Yeah.
getting back to those social skills and just the amount of fun that they have, not only with each other, but with us. Because we as counselors, you really get into the games and you're like, let's go. And it becomes like a whole competition, but it's the best.
That is awesome. So not only are they able to, communicate with you and build that relationship with you, but amongst each other as well as with their families. So strengthening families, I mean, that's obviously an important bond that we need. But why do you think it's so important, especially for the kiddos?
Right. So personally, I have the best relationship with my family.
Yeah.
And so it's just having that support is so important. Mm-hmm. And especially when it's something you're going to deal with every day, like you live with your families. And growing up, I mean, I went through it, and I know a lot of people went through it too, where, maybe you didn't have the best relationship with your parents or with your siblings. And growing up and doing all of that, it can be kind of difficult.
Yeah.
And then there's the opposing, where you do have a great relationship growing up with your family and you're better for it. And so by going out and having these family activities and building those memories and just that bond that you're able to grow, I mean, why not?
Yeah, definitely. It's that support system, whether it's your friend, your family member, whoever it may be in your circle. And these activities are diverse, right? So tell me what kind of stuff we're talking about.
All right. So canoes, right? Something casual. You're in a boat on a resaca.
Wow.
You're able to just enjoy the scenic opportunity there.
Yeah.
And then maybe you have a kid that's just a little bit more active. Bazooka ball. So basically, bazooka ball is when you have a paintball gun, but instead of paintball, you have stress balls in the barrel. And so you're shooting stress balls at a bunch of people, and it's chaotic, but in the most fun and safe way. I promise it's safe. Promise it's safe.
Promise.
We wouldn't do it if it wasn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then for right now we're doing our Easter event. So you have an Easter egg hunt, and there's other carnival activities such as beanbag toss, and there's swings, and there's just different things you can do.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it because not only is eating, at the dinner table with your family important, but mixing it up and doing activities like this.
Exactly.
So we thank Lauren so much for being here with us today. You can follow her on Instagram to keep up with the latest events that she's working on to bring forth to our local community. And of course, the ranch's info is right there on screen, so be sure to follow them as well so that you don't miss an event. Now, I'm telling you, they've got events going on so many times throughout the year, so you're sure to catch some good fun if you plan in advance. And our team is always letting you know what's going on. In fact, the month of March had a lot of national observances for fun stuff. And since it's now the final day of the month, we thought it'd be so fun to take a look back at all that we honored the past few weeks. All right, so to kick it all off, nationaldaycalendar.com says that the first day of March marked something that I could definitely get on board with, National Peanut Butter Lovers Day. I've said it once and I'll say it again, I absolutely love snacking on sea salt peanuts, or basically anything with peanut butter. And now that the first day of March, it also kicked off National Pancake Day. And you could technically have incorporated both observances in one, if you put your peanut butter on your pancakes. So definitely hope that you were able to indulge in that deliciousness. Of course, lastly, the March the 1st marked National Pig Day. So if you're a fan of Wilbur from Charlotte's Web, then maybe try making your own friend in real life because these beautiful creatures have so much love to offer. And skipping on ahead by a little over a week after that, that first kickoff day, the calendar said that we could observe National Pack Your Lunch Day on March the 10th. For this reason, people everywhere enjoyed packing their food for each day and overall planning meal preps for their weeks, kicking off on the 10th. And the 10th also was World Kidney Day. So our team actually had the chance to speak with an expert about our kidney health. So we hope that you were able to find some of that information helpful as well. And the site claimed that March the 10th was also National Blueberry Popover Day. So if you haven't had the chance to try out that delicious dessert that day, then maybe you can try it today. And when you skip on over 10 more days, we recall that we were able to celebrate National Ravioli Day. Good. This one was a lot of fun to enjoy because it just brings you back to tasty goodness. I mean, who doesn't love ravioli, right? Now, that day also marked National Proposal Day. And that was really interesting because for me, in my life, I actually had two of my best friends get engaged this month. It was, like one after the other, back to back. And while they didn't get engaged on this date in particular, who's to say that this day isn't what inspired their now fiancés to drop down on one knee, right? But the 20th also marked World Flour Day. And similar to National Ravioli Day, the day was all about enjoying all that pasta has to offer. So good. Not to forget that the 20th also marked the first day of spring. This was a joyous time for many, and I think we're all, just kind of enjoying the fact that it's a little brighter outside sooner. And if you never heard of Lobster Newburgh, then maybe March the 25th was the day that you first gave it a try. The site also said that the 25th was National Medal of Honor Day, which allowed us all the opportunity to remember and just offer our respects for the highest military award for valor in the United States. And lastly, today, March the 31st, has a lot to offer as well. National Crayon Day is a moment where we can reflect on the beautiful and bright colors that the crayon has to offer and how much it's served us well. National Prom Day is a chance for us to reflect on all that the milestone can offer, like friendship and wonderful memories that, of course, can last a lifetime. And National Tater Tot Day is all about, you guessed it, tater tots. So good. And I'm not sure about you, but anytime that I pick up tater tots or french fries, to go, I've got to be careful or my puppy, Laika, will hop on over from the back seat to grab some for himself. Y'all know how our pets can be. If we have food, then they have food. But we love them so much, don't we? I mean, a pet can really make a difference in a person's life. Whether you're a dog lover or a cat person, I'm sure most of us can agree that a world without our furry family members just isn't the same. And there's so much that we can do to help pets in need out there and here in the Valley. Anything from donations to adoptions, volunteering. I mean, there's always room to lend a hand. So for today's Pet of the Week segment, sponsored by Best Friends Animal Society, we thought it'd be so great to speak with Sam Bell, a cat subject matter expert, about, just different things that we should do and keep in mind when it comes to our feline friends.
Content segments during Valley por Vida were paid for by Best Friends Animal Society.
Hi everyone, I'm Samantha Bell and I'm the cat expert for Best Friends Animal Society, and I'm here today to talk about kitten season and cats and kittens and how you can help. And this here is my good friend Johan, and he will be joining us today to talk about how we can help cats and kittens. He was an orphaned kitten on the street that I helped save his life and raise him. So we're going to talk about all kinds of kittens and how you can help kittens just like Johan. So kitten season is coming, and kitten season is something that sounds like it's really cute and it's really fun, like it should be celebrated, but it is not. It is a rough time for the kittens and for shelters and rescues and volunteers all over the country. So during the warmer months of the year is when the mama cats have their kittens, and you will see an influx of so many kittens coming into the city shelters. And the city shelters become overwhelmed because they don't have the resources to care for these babies. If the kittens come in without their mamas, they need fed every 2 hours for the little ones, and they need certain special milks and different kinds of things that these city shelters don't have the time or resources or people to help them. So we're going to talk about ways that you can help to ensure that these little kitties' lives are saved. So at Best Friends, we are urging everyone, all of you wonderful people, to step up and save a life by signing up to foster kittens. So on February 1st, Best Friends kicked off our National Kitten Campaign. And we started it early. It's not quite kitten season yet, but we wanted to start it early so that everyone could get ready now. The shelters can get new volunteers signed up, get new fosters signed up, get in the system, get trained, go through all the paperwork, so that once those kittens start pouring in, all they have to do is contact you. Here's Johan. All they have to do is contact you, and you can just go get those kittens immediately. Or even in some places like here in Los Angeles, Best Friends will deliver the kittens to you. They want to make it that easy. They really want to save these kittens' lives, so we're trying to do as much as we can. So we're starting this kitten campaign now. And if you go to bestfriends.org/kittens, right there is going to have so many resources for you. It's going to tell you, you can narrow down by your zip code, and we can help you find shelters in your area that you can contact, and you can ask them, what do you need? How can I help? There's so many ways, even if you can't actually have kittens in your house. Space is not a concern, because the baby kittens, when you get them, they just live in their little carrier. They're so tiny, they don't even walk around at first. So space really isn't an issue, but sometimes you might have another pet who is extremely upset by having kittens in the house. And in that case, I would say, instead of fostering, find some other ways that you can help the kittens. And you can help by donating supplies, by donating your time. You have no idea. Every single one of you has some sort of gift or talent that a rescue can use. Maybe you take great photos. You could come in and photograph the kittens, and then they can post them on their website to have people come help pick them up. No matter what your special talent is, there's a way that your local rescue or shelter can utilize your talents, and they will be so grateful. So if you go to bestfriends.org/kittens, you will find all kinds of resources. We also are partnering with Kitten Lady, with Hannah Shaw, and she is queen of all things neonatal kittens, and she has a lot of really great videos on YouTube, and we're linking them on our page. And it's everything from how to set up your home to have kittens, how to actually feed them with the bottle, and you don't have to take in the little tiny bottle babies. You can ask the shelter for whatever age kittens you are comfortable handling.
Content segments during Valley por Vida were paid for by Best Friends Animal Society.